What's up? It's your girl Candace Renee Rice, aka Pimp Fried Rice, and you are watching Lights in the City. Now today we have our light shine on LaJanae Cosby. I wanted to say Crosby, don't ask me why. Cosby. Okay. And she is a blogger, author, entrepreneur, and she is delightfully ratchet.
I am. I have jobs, as Phaedra says.
Paying all the bills.
Okay, how you doing?
I am wonderful.
Look at my necklace in the field.
It's okay though,
girl.
It's okay. Look, gravity.
Girl, anyway.
It wasn't trying to be in the interview.
I know. Anyway, how y'all doing? Okay.
So, give me the rundown on everything that you do, like the book, the blog, everything.
Well, I started off blogging in 2012, and it's just one of those things, when you walk in your passion, it opens avenues to different things.
Right.
And I was in a Facebook group, well, I'm still in the Facebook group called Gold Diggers, headed by Brittany. Oh my God,
Wait,
Brittany Danielle.
Gold Diggers?
Yeah. Brittany Danielle, she's a freelance writer based out of LA. Anyway, she challenged us to write a book. So at first it was just a short story.
That's a challenge.
Yeah, and you know, I wrote a short story.
Okay.
The Things He Didn't Say, parts 1 and 2. And then I've written a few other books. It just things just piled, you know, just, I guess once, like I just said, you know, once you start doing something, you know, you be around like-minded people and so on and so forth. But what I also do now outside of blogging and writing is I'm a media strategist. So I develop strong media campaigns for clients, small business owners. Right now I have a guy that's running for mayor.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I just try to find what works and what to say, who, what, when, where, and why. So that's pretty much primarily what I do.
Cool. So you just basically, what I heard is I hustle.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm into full-time entrepreneurship, so
Okay.
I cannot just have one thing. It's not like that. I have to, you have to, the only way to cure the struggle is to hustle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be a jack of many trades.
All of them.
Well, Jill or whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I do a lot because, again, when you are an entrepreneur, you know, whatever you don't kill, you don't eat.
Right.
And so I'm 29, and you know, the older you get, the less passes you get, right? People,
Right.
you know, so I'm just trying to get it while I can. I just have a vision, and I know where I'm going with it. So.
And so, speaking of this vision, you are a blogger.
I am.
So, tell us a little bit about your blog and the content, and then let them know the blog, so you know when they watch
yeah.
they can go look it up.
Initially in 2012, I started ICanRepeat.com, which was a celebrity gossip blog. I quit my job in 2013 in Florida, my corporate job, and I was there for 3 years. I hated it. Blogging took off, and I established my blog as an entertainment blog, because before I used to just post everything, but you have to listen to your readers, and you know, you give them more of the content that they want. So I came back to Memphis for 6 months, and then I moved to Atlanta, and you know, because to me, Atlanta was the closest thing to LA. LA is so far away. They ain't got the kind of food I like, girl.
They don't. I live in LA. They don't have
you see what I'm saying? They scared by the skinny. You know, I need some real food, child. So I was like, I'm not going to LA. I'll go to Atlanta. So long story short, I did had an entertainment blog for 4 years, and about the middle of last year, I just got tired of talking about the same thing.
Right.
It was one sided. Like, you only got to see the delightfully ratchet side of me. You didn't get to see the intelligent side, the softer side.
Right.
You know, it's okay to be petty and shady, but that's not my whole life. That's only a part of me. So anyway, my new blog, LaJanaeCosby.com, launches in a few weeks, and that is more of a lifestyle blog, talking about relationships, sex. I love talking about sex. I'm very
and people like reading about sex.
So excuse me, but relationships, sex, dating, marriage, you know, all type of things. And again, I got into full-time entrepreneurship in April, and my plan was completely went to shits. As
it does with most entrepreneurs.
Yeah, everything that I thought was going to work did not work. Thank God for my family and my friends, because if I did not have my family and my friends, I would be probably back at a corporate job in a cubicle, bored as hell, and not living my dream.
Right.
So shout out to my friends. I'm not gonna name them. They don't really like the spotlight, but I love y'all.
We love you, friends.
But yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Okay, so your book.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us
Okay, so
the juicy stuff.
okay, well, so Heavy as the Head is my my book that's about to be released.
And when is that going to be released?
I'm still deciding if it's going to be spring or summer because it was supposed to come out in December, but I tend to overshare.
Okay.
And I'm just at a point in my life to where I still want to be transparent, but I don't want everybody to know every single thing about me. I don't mind speaking about my struggle, but there are some things that I want to leave to myself. So I'm still deciding if it will be a spring release or a summer release, but it is titled Heavy is the Head. It's a play off of Heavy is the Head that wears the crown, because during my launch of my full-time entrepreneurship lifestyle, there were so many things that I had to carry.
Right.
So many things that I did not know. So it costs a lot to live your dream. I mean, people talk about it, and it's most people think it's glitz and glam. It's less glitz and glam, and it's more turmoil, chaos, trying to make it work, trying to fit blood, sweat, and tears. But the glitz and glam, you only see that for like 10 seconds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a clip of what we actually go through. So that's pretty much what it's about. I'm just sharing my struggles and what I've learned. I learned so many things during like the last 7 months. And so I just wanted to share, help people to not make those same mistakes. Or if you do this is probably what's going to happen.
Right.
So.
And so what has been the biggest thing that you've learned with employing yourself 100%? What's been that number one lesson that you would say you didn't notice 2 years ago and you happy you got this now?
I did not you hear people say you have to be consistent and you have to have a plan and all this stuff. I did not realize how consistent you have to be, or how let me say this. I did not realize how ahead of the game you had to be. You can't wait till you run out of money to try to make some more money.
Right.
You can't wait till a trend or a fad dies down to try to create something new, or you have to constantly be on your toes.
Right.
And that's pretty much it, because with me, I'm a blogger, so I have to pitch to different brands, pitch to different people to get new clients. I've been screwed over with money. It's just all kind of things. So I guess my biggest lesson that I have learned is to stay ahead of the game at all times.
Right.
Just because you may make about 10,000 in 2 months or 10,000 in 1 month or whatever is a big number for you, but that doesn't mean that third month you're still going to have that. You see what I'm saying? So you have to always constantly hustle. There's no sleep.
Right. And so what are some new projects that you have going on?
Well, I have a store. So I am delightfully ratchet. So I say out of these, I have my own language. And even for my small hometown, shout out to Mossford, Mississippi, we say all these, like, shoot me through the cross. Don't shoot me through the cross. That means don't throw me under the bus.
Right.
Secure the bag, that means get more money. Bitch the pot actually is from like the 18th century. That actually means pour the tea. I like to say bitch the pot versus spill the tea, bitch, or whatever. Me and my friend, instead of saying bitch, I don't know, can I curse on here? I'm sorry.
You did it already.
Oh, God, no, I'm sorry. I just, but we may say beach, like BEECH or whatever. So I have a store that's launching, and it would be like some of those products: coffee cups, mugs, teacups, whatever, little handbags, tote bags.
Cool.
And I also have She is Bae. She is building an empire empowerment tour that I do. I launched it last year. Everything didn't go as planned, but I failure is not, to me, I look at failure or something that you necessarily didn't achieve as feedback.
Right.
You're just putting it out there, getting feedback, and allowing people to tell you what works, what doesn't work. So that will kick off in July at Essence. I'm actually partnering with another entrepreneur, and we're bringing in a featured guest. And so we're going to do like a mixer type panel type thing, because I did the same thing last year, but it was just on a smaller scale. But the She is Bae Empowerment Summit Tour is basically for Black female entrepreneurs, and it's to engage, enhance, and empower my fellow sister
Cool.
in all things entrepreneurial. Or if you're just, some people don't want to quit the 9 to 5, that's fine. Maybe you want to be a vice president of a company, or maybe you just want to have your hustle as a side hustle. That's completely fine. And there we actually give you applicable tools like workbooks, and you actually can take this workbook home and apply certain steps. Sometimes people spend all this money on these different events, and you go home, you just get a lot of oohs and ahs, but you don't get a lot of how-tos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I created, and it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, and these are things you need to look for if you want to build your audience, build your email list, so on and so forth.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more LaJanae after the break.
I would have posted sad news, good news, world news, local news, your mama news, everybody news, child. I think people feel just because I have a lot to say and I'm always saying something and I'm very vocal and I'm a blogger that I automatically have to be messy and I don't have a moral compass. And that's not the case. Okay, so when I say delightfully ratchet, it sounds like being sophisticated ratchet, but it's still a little bit more ratchet, but you still educated. The delightfully ratchet part of me, that's okay, but it started to become a problem when people only knew me for being shady. And I'm talking about celebrity news. I don't care if your baby daddy sleeping with your sister. In my head, I'm whipping bricks. I'm somebody trap girl, dope girl. I'm the kingpin in my head. But let me tell you something. I'm not about to take a charge for nobody. I may not be as vocal on social media about certain things as I used to be, but my brand is evolving. I'm working with bigger people. I'm doing bigger things. I just hope that this new site will allow people to see me, the softer side of me, the funnier side of me, and to just really understand I'm not that messy bitch.
What's going on? I'm Janika Bates with Lights in the City, and I'm ready to do an interview. All I'm missing is you. Go to l3television.com for more details.
All right, we are back with Lights in the City. It's your girl, Candace Renee Rice, a.k.a. Pimp Fried Rice, and we are sitting with LaJanae Cosby. Now, I heard...
You heard what, girl?
I heard out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody who is delightfully ratchet might have a little show.
Girl, who told you that? What street? You sound like Mama Joyce in the streets.
One of the ratchets.
I am filming a pilot. It's in the beginning stages, but it will be centered around female entrepreneurs. I live in Atlanta, so it's female entrepreneurs based
everywhere.
Yeah, right. So female entrepreneurs based in Atlanta, and we're just hustling. It's a little bit more detailed, but people be trying to sell ideas. But that's so. Yes, I am. So thank you to the streets. Thank you. But yeah, I am, and I'm excited about it.
So is it gonna be ratchet? Is it gonna be like entrepreneurs like fighting over deals, contracts?
Okay, let me just say this.
You gonna be swinging on somebody?
No, I do not fight people, girl. I'm 29. I'm too old to be fighting. I just would press charges. Now, if
they
you
be fighting, Love and Hip Hop.
This not Love and Hip Hop, dog. Oh. Girl. Now, if you punch me in my face, I'm gonna hit you back. But now I'm not gonna be like, what's up, yo.
That's what it takes.
Yo. Right. No, but in all honesty, when I created this show, I wanted a real depiction, or as real as possible, depiction of what it actually is like being an entrepreneur. Again, we talked about the glitz and glamour. Right. I have slept on couches. I have slept on floors.
Right.
I have been completely broke. When I was on the come up, I'm still on the come up, but when I got like my biggest check since going into entrepreneurial status, I had like $7.12 in my PayPal account. No joke. And so when I got my big check, that's what I'm saying. So but one thing I want people to know, like the struggle is real, but the triumph is real also. The victory is real too. So we're going to show what it actually takes. And then also, there will be drama. You have females. You have, women. People get a little whatever. But you have women who, it's a lot of women. So conflicts. And then, you know, in the media communications world, it's a hierarchy. People don't even like bloggers. Then, you know, you may not even get invited to an event if you don't have so many social media followers. But if your engagement is there, you know, it's politics. So we will definitely show politics. And again, there will be drama, but the drama will be based off of, did you stop me from getting a check? Did my sponsor pull out? Why did my sponsor pull out? And I know you don't think you're all of that just because you have 1,000 followers or 60,000 followers, but you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money.
Right.
Like, I have about 2,000 Instagram followers, but I get my coins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what a lot of people need to understand is it is about being significant.
Right.
Anybody can have a lot of numbers, and I'm not saying your reach isn't important. That's not what I'm saying. But in the world of advertising, you can have a large reach but have no impact if you are so spread out. You have to have a strategy for it. And I think a lot of times you have people who are perpetrators. You know, I'm at the BET Awards, but you know, a lot of times people say I'm at the BET Awards or I'm at Essence or something like that. They may not necessarily even be at the real event, but there are so many other events going on that you would think, can you get an interview with somebody? It may not be an A-lister, but can you get somebody to interview?
Right.
And I have a problem with people who, there are people on the show that are like this, and they go to these events, but they don't even have, you didn't even interview anybody. You just stood around, took pictures all day.
Right.
But you at the BET Awards. You see what I'm saying? So there would definitely be drama like that based on why you stopped me from getting a check. What's up?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's you know, the politics. Atlanta, you know, child.
Is it really as messy as what people think it is? The city in itself?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
It is, and it's real cliquish. I don't believe in cliques, but I believe in having networks. I believe that cliques offer no value, or if you do get value, it's only temporary. I believe networks can actually be there for a lifetime. Okay. So there are a lot of cliques. There are a lot of people who are not qualified, but because of who they know, they are all over the place. But they boring as hell. They can't host anything to save their lives. Oh. But they're always getting booked. So we'll show stuff like that. But it's not going to be, I'm a delightfully ratchet person. So, I mean, my personality will shine. Shine. But it's not love. So if you're looking for love and hip hop, tearing black women down, I'm not saying that the show does that. I'm just saying, like, buzzwords that people say about reality shows and all this other stuff. It's not for you. But if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur and you going through struggles and people playing with your money, people act like they can come to your events because you ain't got all these followers and you gotta work 10 times hard. But now you significant, but your numbers are a little low. It's definitely for you, because even I struggle with that. Right. Like in Atlanta, child, if you have a camera, and they'll let anybody in. They'll let anybody in, but now let you be. Like, I've interviewed Malcolm Jamal Warner, Wendy Williams. I've done her Post Live plenty of times, TMZ Live, Deb Annie's B100 Radio. And I went somewhere one time, I didn't have my camera. Girl, they didn't want to let me in. Wow. But that's what I'm saying. So it's going to show stuff like that, but it's definitely to remind people that the struggle is real, but the victory is real too. So that's definitely what it's about.
Now let me ask you another quick question. There's so many people nowadays with the influence in social media stepping into entrepreneurship, and there's a lot more people now quitting their 9-to-5s. So you know how supply and demand works. It's becoming more competition. You know, there's now so many more individual PRs. There's now so many social media marketing agencies. There's so many of them in LA. So it's like the competition is now heavy because it's saturated. How do you feel about that as somebody that's solely makes all your money on your own?
Burger King not worried about McDonald's. McDonald's not worried about Burger King. The mom and pop store up the, little restaurant up the street, not worried about McDonald's. You know what? Everybody is unique in their own way. Okay. And you must stay ahead of the game. And the only way to stay ahead of this game is to be creative and to build long-lasting, mutually beneficial relationships. Okay. Everybody is not going to go to the top. Everybody that quits their 9-to-5, some people will return, maybe quicker than others, but you know what I'm saying? But the best way, how I do it, I just remain who I am. Okay. I build relationships with people, and I'm gonna keep getting my money because I'm gonna keep getting my money because I'm gonna keep being me. What a lot of people do is they compare, and it's so normal to compare, especially when you first starting. Because it's okay to be inspired, because there are trends within the industry. Some stuff you need to do because other people are doing, because that's your industry.
Right.
But when it comes to the point to where you are altering who you are as a person, you're not even comfortable with talking to your readership because you don't even feel what you're saying, that's a problem.
Okay.
So I just think that for me, I just continue to stay creative, I continue to stay up to date, and I continue to collaborate with people.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, well, you've given us so much to work with. Look, you got me ready to go start a business.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person. If anybody tells me they want to quit their job, I tell them to go ahead and do it. But now don't call me if you get put out. But and I just really believe that if you are working in your purpose, stuff will work out for you. Now, you have some people that are not in their purpose. That's why they've been doing it for 20 years or 15 years. And they are still, they ain't too far away from where they first started. You need to check your purpose. So I love entrepreneurship, and I love the power that I have. Like, I'm in Memphis for a month because I work for myself. I work remotely. And we don't start taping again until February. I'm here hanging out with my mama. I could do that, I don't have to worry about taking off. I ain't got to worry about lying about being sick. I don't have to beg somebody to let me work from home. I do my own thing.
Do you have your white lady voice?
No, I have I ain't gonna say white lady voice, but
your corporate voice.
I have a corporate voice.
Okay.
I do. And then eventually, to be honest, I get so comfortable with people that eventually this is what you get.
Right.
Now, the first time I talk to you, hi, I'm LaJanae, blah, blah, then I'd be like, bitch, what? Like, over a certain period of time, but that's just me.
Right.
And one thing I can say, for people who have strong personalities, let me say this. Just understand that everybody is not going to accept it. The quicker you understand that everybody is not going to accept your strong personality, and it ain't meant for everybody, and it ain't accepted everywhere, you'll be fine. I am not mad if people don't like me, because I'm a lot. So if this turn you off, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think a lot just back to just being accepted and being accepted and knowing who you are as a person.
Exactly.
And, setting the standard and what is it? Just being your own person and being successful in being you.
Wonderful. You got so much good. It's like a mouthful. Well, you guys, the late and great and upcoming to be LaJanae Cosby. So give them your social media and how they can find you.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _LAJ as in James, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, E as in Eric, E as in Eric _ I have to spell it like that when bill collectors call me. But you can follow me there for all of the delightfully ratchet, real, transparent stuff, child. So go follow me right now.
All right. You got a Facebook?
Yeah, but it's private.
Oh, okay.
So,
you keep that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
And do you do Twitter?
I do Twitter. It's the same thing.
And do you have a YouTube?
Not at the moment. I am going to get the YouTube money, but I do believe in doing one. I'm not going to say one thing at a time, but mastering a couple of things before. But the YouTube basically be LaJanae Cosby. I actually already have one. I just don't use it, but I will. Okay. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you for
Our
having
light
me.
is shine on this beautiful woman here, and stay tuned for more of Lights in the City.
Bye.
This is Asha with the Style Center. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Comcast Channel 30.
My name is Raya Wooten. Make sure you tune into Lights in the City on Sundays at 5 p.m. on Comcast Channel 31.